Morning. This is Shirley from Shirley's Art Adventures, and I want to show you what happened to the bunny that I poured the other day. Honestly, the bunny turned out pretty good. So here is the little bunny. You got to see the pour. So there's the little bunny, and you can see the kitty cat and the butterfly and the cow and the dragonfly there. It does have a little crease in the middle, which I am going to take out because well, I just need to. I will do that by doing a pour on top of it, and that will remove the crease. I might do a back pour to make it a little more even, and I'm going to put this into a contest that I heard about. So maybe I'll get an award. I don't know, but I'm going to hang it. I think I'll do two holes, and it'll be hung. And I'm not sure about making it as a spinner. It just might become wall art. I think, or it would look nice in a window too because you can see through it. Here is the mold that I did it with. It's a heavy platter. Got it for $2.30 at St. Vinny's before the pandemic, and it just kind of sits in there. So that worked really nicely. So really, when I do one project, I often do other projects at the same time because I usually have resin out there, and it just makes sense to use it. So another thing I have been working on, it's in this mold, which you can use as coasters. I'm going to use this as swivel art. Here is my butterfly and my flower. I kind of like both of those. I use them quite a bit. And another butterfly. All of these artworks are all my paintings that I've reproduced. So I'm going to be putting swivels between these and a hook at the top, and they can be hung in the window. They can be hung outside. They can be hung on the wall. It does need a little sanding yet, but this is going to look nice. So there's that. And the other thing I've been working on is garden art. I've been doing it in different ways. One was that size, but I got these molds, kind of egg-shaped molds, and they work pretty good. So here is my garden art butterfly again. So I do two of these, and they are mirror images of each other. So when they sit together, it'll become back to back. And I will put a stake inside of them. I will tape that in with blue painter's tape. I guess I could use clear tape because you can kind of see inside. So I might tape it in with clear tape now. But I do put blue painter's tape around the outside of it. Then I hang it upside down and I will pour resin into the opening at the top. That has been a challenge. I gotten pipettes and they seem to work okay. I made messes out of it, but hey, I'm getting better at the garden art. So I have hummingbirds that are ready to be put together, and I also have flowers that are ready to be put together. So once those are ready, I will get them into my store and they'll be up for sale. This is one I poured the inside. It's the ladybug. It's been a learning curve on this because like I said, I tried different ways. I've made messes out of it. But this one, I still need to do a pour around the outside to shiny it up. You can see the blue tape in there. So I think I will start using clear tape now because, I'm experimenting. Eventually, I will get it all figured out. Sometimes I have leftover resin, and when I do, I will put this into a little mold. Then I have a whole bunch of little molds, and then I will put them into a larger mold. So this is one of my larger molds, and I'll arrange them, and I'll add beads to those with the leftover resin. I inherited these beads. People like to give me stuff, and I have a whole bunch of them, and it was easier to put them in the molds than to sort them. And it's kind of cool what happens because then you got this interesting inside. So the smaller resin art is arranged in here in different ways. These are rectangular and square. These are more rounded. And these are like two little puzzle pieces. Then I pour more resin over them and they will hang. And I'll make a spinner out of these too. I think I'll put this into the contest because this is different than the other pieces that will probably be in the contest. And I can put up to 3 pieces in the contest. So here is a flower that I did. I painted this flower. I actually picked this flower thinking this would make a good piece of resin work because it has petals on it and you can layer it. So you layer it, you tape it together, and then you pour it. I used a plate again as a pour. I will put plastic over that so it doesn't stick to the plate. Otherwise, it'd be a permanent fixture on the plate. And then it has little bubbles. It has a cute little bubbles in it. You try to get them out. It's kind of fun. You poke at it and the bubbles come out. You use your heat tool to pop the bubbles. And I did a back pour already. This one is pretty much ready to go. It just needs to have the holes drilled and a twine put on it. And I think, it will become wall art again. So that's what I have been working on this week. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out my store at Shirley's Art Ventures. I have a lot of my resin work on there. I have my greeting cards on there. I am going to be uploading some bookmarkers. And eventually I'll get the crocheting projects on there. If you look at that, that's my shelf. It looks better than that plain blanket back there, covering up the printer and whatever. And you can see outside I have a wind chime. I'm thinking, maybe I could do wind chimes too. I don't know how they would sound with the resin, you know, another experiment. So just hey, let me know. Please check out my work because I do kind of unique, different work and I enjoy it. So thank you so much.